Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I'm Chuck.
And I'm Luke. I'm about looking at the two old farts.
So,
Turn your music on.
as we hit the record button, it gives us a 5-second countdown. So it flashes on the screen, and by the time it got down to 3, my dad looks over at me and goes, "I don't hear any music."
Well, all the other times I hear the music.
Because I add the music in post production. I use this
You got to tell me that every time.
You do forget a lot lately.
A whole lot. Too much. Sometimes it's good and sometimes it's not. If your mom slaps me and I have a bruise mark, I wasn't supposed to forget it.
But yes, Merry Christmas. Today is Christmas Day, people.
And it's a wonderful day.
It is. The sun is shining.
It's amazing. Boy, a couple of days ago it was gloomy
and freezing.
Your mom and I fight because I just want to turn the temperature up 1 degree in the house. It was at 71. I want to put it at 72. No, they're not supposed to do that. Who cares?
But guess what, people? Because I am me, and if it weren't for bad luck,
you wouldn't have any luck at all.
I went to the credit union today. I was almost there. My phone rings, and it says, "Brenda." Oh, better pick it up. She's like, "You ain't going to believe this." I said, "What?" She said, "The pipe burst again." Oh, man, oh, man.
That's what you get for living in this rich neighborhood. You live under poor folks like us, you don't have to worry about busted pipes. You don't have any water at all.
So back during Snowmageddon in 2021 in February, where we got down to in the teens for like 3 or 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, you had broken pipes in.
Yep. Right at the beginning, the hose bit about front busted. And right at the end, once we got power on, water has been restored.
So you didn't listen to me.
We were like, hallelujah, everything was great. Next thing you know, the hose bit about back.
How much time will tell you? Put your water on tonight, let it drip, so you won't have to worry about any frozen pipes.
We let it drip in the house.
In the sink.
We did. We let it in the house. We let it drip. But anyway, guess what? Today it's 50 degrees outside, and then got a damn busted pipe.
It's that cheap metal you got on there.
It's called copper.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. It's that cheap stuff. You need to put some metal pipes in there. They'll freeze. It takes longer to thaw, but they won't rust.
I hate to break it to you, but copper is metal. Oh, man.
See what I have to put up with every time.
You see what I have to put up with. And speaking of having to put up with, a few weeks ago, my dad and I, we tried to record another episode, and he was having all kinds of issues. So when he first logged in, it was logged in under our normal account that I use from here or wherever I'm at. And then I send him a link so he can dial in. Well, as you very well know, that hadn't been working since May. But we were trying it again. Next thing you know, he's logged in. He's like, "I don't see you." And I'm like, "Dad, if you're logged in, I don't see you." Then I figured, well, actually, my dad figured it out. He was using the same login for my account. So we're both logged in under the same account. That's why we can't see each other. So I sent him the link. He logs out, logs in with his normal, and then it doesn't find his camera or microphone.
Right.
So we're troubleshooting through that. But the most important thing is I'm trying to talk through my dad over the phone, through text, trying to tell him how to hit refresh on certain things and click in the search bar. And he's clicking in something else, and he's getting frustrated. I'm getting frustrated, but I wasn't frustrated at him, but I think he thought I was frustrated at him, and he got mad. And then I started to feel bad. And then after it was all done, Brenda got mad at me too. She's like, "He's getting old. You got to have patience with him." And y'all are right. I got to be a lot more patient.
Well, I wasn't mad at you. It just pisses you off when you try to do something and you can't do it. Especially when for a year and a half, it's been working fine. all of a sudden,
like you said, I think it's Windows 11. That's when
I do too. We're going to try again tomorrow. Since you ripped through all my stuff, I'm not going to touch it tonight. I'll just plug it in.
I know, but see, the last couple of times when we recorded it on your computer, and it retained the login information on Riverside FM, the username and password. That's why you were logged in, and you figured that out. I was quite impressed that you figured that out. So, but trying to get my dad to teach him how to clear the cache, it was.
I don't have any cash to begin with. How am I going to clear it?
These old dad jokes, man. That's what you get when you get.
That's what happens when you get old.
Hang on, you're stepping on the cable. The two old farts. This is a very low budget studio in the spare bedroom where my granddaughters stay. Speaking of which, they were supposed to have come.
Yeah, I was looking forward to it.
They were supposed to be here in a couple of hours, but two of them got sick. What did Brenda say they had?
RSV?
No. Strep throat.
Oh, strep throat. Yeah.
Strep throat.
That's some bad stuff.
It is, man.
Especially. But I'm going to tell you, that little Lucy, boy, she is something else, isn't she?
They're all something else.
Yes, they are. You have 4 beautiful granddaughters there. And actually, total of 6.
I got 6.
6 of them.
Yep.
Yeah. That's up there. I always enjoy them when I see stuff on Facebook about them. That little Lucy, though, her and Hannah, they steal the show. They're something else.
And my oldest one just turned 12.
Yeah, just a couple days ago.
Yeah.
She's getting to be a big girl.
I know, man. Don't remind me. And then my youngest daughter, she's not even going to be a teenager anymore in 2 months.
She's going to be what, 20?
She'll be 20.
Wow. So I know I'm getting old.
Yeah, my youngest daughter will be 20. My oldest daughter is 35, going on 36.
Wow. You know what? You don't think about age, or I don't think about age.
No, she'll be 35.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll be 35.
I was talking to somebody the other day that said something about being 40. I said, 40?
You've been retired from the Air Force almost
40 years.
40 years in what, January or February?
December 31st.
So 1 January.
1 January.
1 January, people, my dad will have been retired twice as long as he was on active duty.
Yeah.
40 years, you will have been retired from 20 years of active federal service.
And this week, I've had some good conversations with Tony Lamore. You probably don't.
I do remember him. I don't remember what he looks like, but I remember he used to come over the house quite a bit.
But anyway, he says it's Christmas quite every year. And then once we get one, we always send one back. Well, this year, he put a little note in there. I got to text him something. Check us out on our podcast. But it puts a little note in there. And it's with this email address and stuff like that. So I text him back, and then he texts me back, and cards and stuff like that. Has a good conversation, talk about a good old time. Sent some pictures when we were at Japan with the Blue Knights. You don't remember the Blue Knights, but that was a basketball team.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
That I think we won about 2 ball games, but we had a lot of fun. And he was the coach of the Blue Knights.
Is that the one that Keener was on? Or was that was that high school?
Keener was high school, but Keener was assistant coach
on the Blue Knights.
On the Blue Knights, yeah. And so it was real good hearing from him, and he's doing good. He's still in Valdosta, Georgia.
Folks, this was 1975. He's talking about the basketball Blue Knights, wasn't it?
Yeah, 75. So we were at 72, 76, 75. The winter of 75, spring of 76. Yeah.
Yeah, that's 1975 people.
Yeah, long time ago.
Long time ago.
That was the best assignment for us. Your mom and I talk about it all the time, and we both agree on that. That was the best assignment for us.
Yeah, for Brenda and I, it was Italy.
Yeah. But then Georgia was good because you had your Suzuki
RM80.
Yeah. Going down.
It got stolen when we moved here.
What I remember about Warner Robins is you going out, showing where you were riding out, going between those 2 big old pine trees, and just barely fit in there.
But you got
over the cliff.
Well, it was up that big old hill.
Yeah. Then you dropped down over the cliff there.
I was getting up in the air, wasn't I?
Yeah, you probably about 30, 40 feet.
I was getting some air, people. I was fearless back then.
Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of dumb.
When you're 12 years old, you don't know. You don't know no better.
Right. Yeah.
Popping wheelie. I remember one of your friends came over, and he was all big and bad because he rode a Harley and he got on there and he goosed that damn thing and shot up on one wheel and was dragging it.
Yeah.
He thought he was badass until he got on that little.
That thing
It had some torque.
It was powerful.
Very
If
powerful
we get up and go.
for
You
86.
installed it, then you're likely. And I'm chasing that. We had that little Vega.
No, it wasn't a Vega. It was a Monza.
Monza, yeah.
Vega, Monza. They're all pieces of
Anyway,
shit.
I see it going down the street there. So I cut that after.
I know.
I come open the door and knock him off.
I
But your
know.
mom wouldn't let me.
I know.
But, and today's your favorite uncle's birthday.
Uncle Gene.
Uncle Gene. Yeah. Yeah.
I just can't tell Uncle Ray that he was my favorite uncle.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So,
How long we been on? Only 11 minutes. That's it?
we're talking too much.
Only 11 minutes. Man.
So what else is going on? You had concerts? I know you've been to some. I see it on Facebook.
Shoot, man. When was the last time we were on the last episode? Let me see. The last episode was November 26th. That was Thanksgiving. So it's been exactly 1 month.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, we tried, like, in the first week of December to get an episode. And then, like I said, my dad was having major issues. So I made some teaser clips, 2 of them, put those out there. I've been trying to get a little more involved in social media, trying to up our presence so we can get some listeners. And right now, how many all-time downloads have we hit, Dad? Can you see?
2,308.
2,308.
Yeah, we're going into 2023. That's a pretty good number. So
Those are pretty good.
Yeah.
So let's see here. Let's check out.
Uh-oh. My nose and my feet swap places here.
So during the month of December, just in December, we've had 58 downloads.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's not bad. It's respectable. And in this whole month, tell the people what countries have downloaded.
Oh, look, we got Germany,
Yep.
United Kingdom, Canada, Ireland.
Can you believe that?
It's hard to believe.
International, old man. International. But we haven't had any from Japan yet, have we? So let me come up here real quick and check for the whole year. Let me see if anybody from Japan, because we used to live there.
Yeah, we got to talk about Japan more.
We've had one
download.
download from Japan.
Well, we got to talk about it more and talk about all the good things and the times we had.
But looking at that map, look at all the countries, Dad.
Yeah.
All these countries. Africa, Australia, Europe, Asia, North America, South America. All we have left is Antarctica a continent?
Yeah.
As soon as we get somebody from Antarctica, we will have all the continents.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. It's very impressive. And we are very appreciative and thankful for everybody.
The first part of December, we didn't have much, did we? Then it picked up a little bit.
Yeah, it picked up in about the middle of the month.
Yeah.
We've averaged probably about 2 or 3 a day, with 5 being the highest.
The last 77, the last 30 days?
In the last 30 days, 77. But in this month, it's been 25. Yeah.
We get there. We just got to get on there more frequently. And I like the thing you're advertising a little bit.
Yeah, on our webpage, I got that fixed with Google AdSense. So now there's advertisements on our webpage. So maybe we might be able to make a nickel or a penny off of. So go to our website, the2allfarts.com. We ain't selling nothing, but if you go there,
Just a good time.
You're going to get bombarded with a bunch of advertisements, and maybe we might get a nickel or a dime out of it.
Yeah, I put that picture of the smoking that old nasty old cigar, which is a good thing. That means
that was a couple of years ago.
That means we won a football game.
That means we won Tennessee.
Yeah.
Not this year though.
Nah. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of parity, and I hear a lot of people talking about this NIL stuff and the transfer portal. And
I think it's a good thing. I really do.
at first I didn't, but
I didn't either, and I don't think Coach Saban did either.
and I think he's okay with the transfer portal and those kind of things. I think the problem is, and I've heard Coach Traylor from the UTSA say the same thing. There's not any control of a lack of control with the program, and that's the issue. Anybody can come in and poach anybody and promise
Right.
and steal somebody else's and stuff like that.
But that makes it all equal, though, too, doesn't it?
You look at the parity in the football games and stuff, and actually all sports across the board. It's got better because now you got different athletes, and it's good for the kids.
It's good for the sport, too.
You know, back in my day, not many NFL was just starting and all those kind of things, and basketball. So just a small percent, even today, just a small percent. But it's big business now. I mean, they're playing these sports to get to the next level. It's a job.
I don't know if you saw this, but I did. This year, Alabama had 70 players on NFL rosters, the most of any program.
Yep.
And once again, they don't always post these stats, but year in and year out, Nick Saban graduates, if not the most, but definitely in the top 2 or 3 of all college programs. He graduates, if not the most, the second or third most football players.
I want to say,
and Alabama Athletics, there was like 20. I think Alabama Athletics had 25 this year graduate.
Mm-hmm. Sure did.
Out of all, like gymnastics, softball, baseball, basketball, football.
And it looks like we're going to have another top-notch recruiting class again this year.
I think so. Arch Manning finally officially committed to Texas. Excuse me.
Yeah, but
I got to sneeze.
I think it's good because these kids, a lot of kids will get a chance to play, and it's not that they aren't good. It's just somebody else has a little.
There's somebody. There's somebody else ahead of you.
By transferring and going someplace else, and it helps that university as well.
Didn't Trey Sanders, the running back from Alabama, enter the portal? Because he was, what, 3rd, 4th, 5th on the list?
Exactly. He's not going to play. He doesn't have anything.
And Alabama consistently, they always have that one feature back, and then the next 2 younger ones are the ones that they rotate in and out.
Yep.
But it's always that run of 3 running backs.
It's not just Alabama. You look across all the universities now. If you look at some of the lesser bowl games, if that's what you want to call them, like UTSA played in and some of the others, you're starting to see more and more schools with top name players, because of the transfer portal, and you start seeing them be able to compete.
Speaking of UTSA, Frank Harris, the quarterback, is sticking around for his 7th season, and he got an NIL deal worth about $360,000.
Mm-hmm. He's just
for UTSA. That's great.
He's a great young man. But that whole program, I've always loved it.
And finished in the top 25, back-to-back Conference USA champions, and they're going into the American Athletic next year or the year after.
Year after next.
Something else I heard. I don't know if you heard. Paul Feinbaum thinks Oregon and Washington
are going to
might jump into the Big Ten.
That's what I heard. I think something get a lot more parity, but I just hope we don't get down to where we just have.
But you know what? Like you said, with all that money, the Pac-12, it's gone.
Yeah,
the Pac-12 is gone. The ACC is virtually going to probably fold and split in between
the SEC
and Big Ten, and you're going to end up with just the Big Ten and the SEC.
And that will hurt football.
Oh, absolutely. What I think needs to happen is Nebraska needs to leave the Big Ten. They have not been shit since they joined the Big Ten. They need to come back to the Big 12 and be great again. And I think Notre Dame and BYU, they need to come into the Big 12. I do.
I don't disagree. I'm I'm with you though. If we're not careful, we're just going to get down to what, 2?
1 or 2, maybe 3 conferences. Because the Big 12 still is.
And I think it's good. What, next year or year after next, we're going to have 12.
We'll have Cincinnati in the Big 12.
No, for the national championship, 12 teams.
12 teams in the next
2 years.
2 years. Next year, I think it goes to 6.
Yeah.
And then the next year, it goes to 12.
I think that's great.
But they're doing something with the bowl games, I think, to give them more credibility. Because, again, that has, in my opinion, and a lot of other people's opinions, that it's killed the bowl games.
It has. If you're looking at some of the bowl games now, I know the weather in the last few days had helped, but there's very few people at those games.
Right. Because it doesn't mean anything.
They used to be, they'd be packed.
Well, the bowls were very much regional, and a lot of them still are. But UTSA, they went to the Duluth Trading Company Cures Bowl. What the hell?
And nobody there.
Nobody there because it's in Orlando.
Yep.
UTSA? No. If it was in Dallas or New Mexico or Oklahoma or even Louisiana, they would have showed up.
Yeah, people would travel. And you go across
Because
the
you
board.
could get there in a day.
It was pretty much like that across the board. All these ball games that we've had so far. They're traveling so far, it's just the average fan just can't
Afford it.
You know?
Or Alabama, you just can't afford it.
Exactly.
The Sugar Bowl, the tickets, because I was thinking about calling you because I got an email from the Alumni Association. It was $1,200 or $1,300 per person for a double.
Yeah.
For a double.
And the tickets
Are probably about
$1,500 a piece.
yeah. For decent seats, not great seats, just decent.
Those were average.
But we sat up in the Superdome way up at the top, and we still spent what, $300 or $400 10 years ago?
Yep.
It was what, 2013 we went to the Sugar Bowl?
Yep.
And we lost. Probably gonna lose this team.
But you know, our history's not that bad in the Sugar Bowl. If you go back and look at it.
The sugar is not sweet for Alabama.
Yeah, it's been pretty good for us. We got one national championship.
But that wasn't the Sugar Bowl. That was a national championship game played there.
Still playing in the Sugar Bowl.
But it wasn't the Sugar Bowl. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When it's tied to a bowl game, when it's tied to a championship, it's not the Sugar Bowl.
Let me tell you something funny.
All right.
Your mom and I, she wanted, we went to, I forgot the name of the restaurant now. She wanted baked potatoes and stuff like that. So anyway,
54th Street.
no, it's on the other side.
Oh, I know the one you're talking about.
They have soups and salads.
Yeah.
So anyway, we went there pretty frequently, so the girl recognized me. When I got my Alabama shirt on, she was laughing at me. I said,
See, he's got Alabama on. See, he got Alabama on.
but anyway, she laughed and she said, "You know what? I was on TikTok the other day and I finally found out what roll tide means." We have a conversation about that and stuff. I explained to her back in 1925, 26, when we played some national championships out in California.
It's the Rose Bowl.
In the Rose Bowl, and some newspaper guy said it looked like a sea of crimson rolling in. So we had a conversation about that. But I thought that was kind of funny.
Same thing with the mascot, the elephant.
Yeah.
That's how we got that nickname, because they said we look like a herd of thundering elephants or something.
Yeah. But I thought it was funny on TikTok about roll tide.
You know what? Hey, they learn something, something.
That's right. So, but it's fun. I just like sports, period.
I know. You like the Little League World Series when it comes on. You watch the College World Series when it comes on.
There's a couple places I'm going to Williamsport one of these days. I will tell you. And I will make a trip to Oklahoma.
Nebraska.
Oklahoma. It's a softball.
Oh, softball.
In Nebraska. But I've been to ball games in Nebraska, though. I can't say that when I was stationed.
To the World Series?
World Series.
It's hot as hell up there, isn't it?
That was in Rosenblatt Stadium. They don't play there anymore. They got a new stadium. But I did get a chance to go to a game. Of course, it didn't cost me anything because the USO took us and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so.
We need to try to get a game in Tuscaloosa this coming season.
And I was talking to Sherry Chris the other day. She said, "Let her know." She said, "Meet us over there."
Yeah, but where are we going to stay? We got to need a hotel.
Well, she said we could stay with them, or we go to
That's a long
Birmingham.
drive back to Auburn.
Go to Birmingham.
Birmingham ain't that far.
Go to Birmingham, and your uncle, well, is your cousin, Doyle.
You know,
We could stay with your Uncle Ed.
yeah, we go to Birmingham.
Yeah.
Let's do that. We'll fly into Birmingham.
You need to go up here.
We could take Southwest. We could fly into Birmingham.
Mm-hmm. I don't think you met any of that side of the family.
I met your uncle.
Yeah.
Well, my uncle.
Yeah. Doyle
Was it Ed?
Doyle.
Was it Ed?
He came.
Was it Ed?
Yeah. That's Doyle's. Ed is his father. So Doyle, you met Doyle when he came through the Secret Police Academy when we were at Lackland.
I did.
Yeah, you just don't remember it. Just for a few hours, I think, came over. Yeah. So, but anyway.
That's on his mom's side of the family.
Yeah. But they're all.
When was her birthday? Earlier in this
December
month.
12th.
Earlier this month.
And Uncle Ed's was the 13th, December 13th. She would have been 101 this year. She was born in 1921. And I think he just turned 92.
Wow.
So.
Big age gap there.
Yep. Yeah, they're all gone. Just me and Carolyn.
The oldest and the youngest.
The oldest and youngest. And her family, Uncle Ed, he was like third or fourth, and that's it. All of her brothers and sisters are all gone. So. But anyway.
So did you have a good Christmas?
I did. I had a good one.
I did too, except for my pipe busting.
You're trying to tell me that, and I was, okay, I didn't know what the hell you're
So
talking
he's
about.
running into the bathroom like, Dad, don't flush. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, the pipes burst. He's like, oh.
Then after we get through eating, I go to the sink. I was going to wet a towel and wipe it. He says, you know, I don't have any water. I said, yeah, I remember now. Oh, but that's what makes memories, right?
Yeah. Yep, you got that right. Stupid stuff.
But anyway.
But concerts, you were asking me a while back about concerts.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. So since November 26th, let me go back to my calendar. So since November 26th, it was a Saturday.
But you had 2 or 3 back to back.
So a week later, after that, was Marshall Tucker Band at Green Hall. They weren't that good. They didn't sound that good. And then 2 weeks later, on a Thursday night, I saw Charlie Robinson unplugged at Floors.
Yeah, you said he was pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah, I looked him up, and
He's got a lot of hits.
yes, he's been around.
He's been around.
Oh, before I forget,
And he was married to one of the Dixie Chicks.
yeah, one of your cousins, not Jared. What was it? Was it Jared? Bobby's stepson.
Yeah, I think it is.
He just got a job where he's in charge of media and publicity at Floors.
Really?
Yeah, so I got to check it out. So
Maybe he can get us some backstage.
yeah, somebody come in, somebody get the little know there, right?
Yeah.
So anyway,
So on the 15th, I saw Charlie Robinson. Then the next night, I saw Ginger with P.O.D. That stands for Payable on Death. Malevolence. And who else did I see? It was they were a Ukrainian band. Golly, what was their name? I cannot remember their name. But it was really good. It was quite a different style of music because P.O.D., they're kind of like a version. They're kind of a merge between hip hop and rock.
okay. Never heard of him.
They have a song called "Youth of the Nation," which a lot of people know, and then their biggest one is "Boom." Here comes the boom. How you like me now? Boom. Here comes the boom. Did you see that movie? Here comes the boom.
Yeah.
That's them.
Okay.
See, so you do know something.
Not a whole lot.
Not a whole lot, but yes, that's P.O.D. And then Ginger, they're from Ukraine also. They're like a metalcore, death metal kind of band out of Ukraine.
Well, Ukraine's catch up now, aren't you?
Yep. So, and that's it for concerts for the rest of the year. That that I've got. And then in January, Brendan and I are going to go see A Flock of Seagulls. That's that guy with the crazy hair from the 80s.
Okay. In February, we got one. I think March.
In February, I've got Anthrax with Black Label Society and Exodus. And then there's like 3 Texas singers that are going to be at Fitzgerald's Bar right off of 281.
Okay.
Hellstar, Bifist, and Igniter. The singer for Igniter, Jason McMaster, he recently filled in for the singer of Accept when he had some issues.
Okay.
And then at the end of the month, Brendan and I are going to go see John Mellencamp.
Okay.
Then at the beginning of March, you and I are going to see Gene Watson in Braunfels at the Brontex Performing Arts, or I think it's Performing Arts Theater. Then in March, I just got an announcement to see Nebula, the Atomic Bitchwax, and Duel. But it's the Atomic Bitchwax that I really wanted to see.
Okay.
What a cool name, huh? The Atomic Bitchwax.
What do these guys call these names say?
I don't know. If I ever get a chance to meet these people, I'll be like, hey, my dad wanted me to ask you, where do you come up with these names?
How'd you get that name?
How'd you get that name? April, I don't have anything on the calendar. And then I go out as far as May. There's the Japanese heavy metal band Loudness.
Okay.
They're coming to San Antonio. At least I think they are. And then I got tickets for the Bellamy Brothers out at the Roundup out in Bernie.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to come, you got to drive.
That's okay. I'll drive.
All right. So I got them all the way booked out to June right now. All the way right out to June right now.
You're going to stay pretty busy.
I try. Because you never know when these guys are going to pop off.
You're right. They're getting old too. Some of them are.
Because a lot of the bands you and I have gone to see, they ain't around no more.
No.
Because we lost Ray Price, Loretta Lynn, Don Williams. We're going to see, we had tickets for He Stutters.
Oh, yeah.
Tillis, Mel and
Tillis.
Pam Tillis.
Yeah. I like it. One of these days when I get into the garage and clean some stuff out, I'm going to give you that autographed LP I got.
Okay. Hey, guess what? We just hit 33 minutes, man.
Uh-oh.
We're gone.
Gonna be mad at us.
We went over our time.
She's down visiting with Marsha and all of them today.
Okay.
And then they're going back tomorrow.
We need to record another episode, and then maybe for New Year's record another. So I'd like to, maybe we can get one done this week and then the next weekend.
We're going to try it tomorrow, make sure.
And test everything out.
Yeah, test everything out. Maybe do a 10-minute one or something like that.
10, 15 minute short one.
Then New Year's.
But we do want to hear from you.
Please.
Over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to show my dad how to log into the website on the administrator side, and hopefully he can do some research and learn how to get a newsletter going. And he can do that and maybe post some blog stuff on the webpage.
One day this week, we got to look at some of that equipment you're talking about.
Yeah, I'll look on Facebook and see if I can find this Yamaha mixer for $90, and maybe we can go get it.
Get something.
And then, but you're going to need a new microphone and a new headphone.
Oh, you're saying my 999 stuff not working too good?
Well, it wasn't 999, but it's not cheap stuff. It's good quality stuff, but it's all USB.
Yeah,
that's why. And this is RCA jack.
Get a place to get it set up. That way, all I got to do is plug in.
Right. So
don't be punching any keys.
Right.
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 So anyway,
I'm Chuck.
I'm Lou, and we hope you have a Merry Christmas
from
the 2 Old Farts.
From the 2 Old Farts podcast. Hey, we do want to hear from you. Check us out on the socials. We're on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. The 2 Old Farts. And our website is the2oldfarts.com. We want to hear from you. And our phone number is on the web page as well. So send us a text.
There you go. I guarantee you we'll answer it.
Somebody will answer it. What is our phone number? It's 210.
Mine's 885.
Yeah. Don't do that. Our phone number. What is our phone number? I had it programmed in there. Oh, there it is. 210-880-4181. That's our phone number.
Okay.
210-880-4181.
Let me see if I can add that in.
Why don't you call it real quick? 210.
Oh, wait a minute.
You got to hit the keypad. There you go.
210
880
880
4181.
4181.
Lou. Hey, look, it's ringing. See it?
Oh, yeah.
And there's your phone number. All you're going to do is just give everybody an echo.
There we go. Now I can save it.
All right. So the phone number does work. It's a Google Voice phone. The 205arts.com. The 205arts on Instagram. 205arts on Twitter, Facebook. Give us a shout. We want to hear from you. Thank you all for the downloads. We really appreciate it. We love you. We're thankful for you. Merry Christmas, and hopefully we'll get another one done before the New Year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.